lots of protests going on around the world. Kind of enjoying watching that. Because as soon as you get people starving, they will stand out in the streets. And I'm not seeing as many police as I'm seeing protesters. And what gives police more power? Freaking scientists who love developing weapons that police use to control you. So it's like, I really dislike scientists these days because they want to make a lot of money, and they're the ones that are making a lot of money as long as they're making a lot of weapons, because it'll be this technology that kills us and not actually a police officer with a gun that's trying to stop you from protesting. It's like, do these smart people that are running the country not see that there's a few problems in our world? And okay, let's just ignore all of the problems and think they'll just go away, kill everybody, and then that'll solve the problem. Put everybody in a jail and that will solve a problem. I mean, why is it that we're so against solving problems? Like, where is that mindset that says we don't need to solve any problems? And for the most part, it's like, okay, they don't want to. Whoever's doing whatever it is they're doing, well, let's call them the elites, they really truly think that they're doing the right thing. Doesn't a psychopath really believe that they're doing the right thing when they're doing it? Doesn't anybody with a mental illness actually really believe in their own mind that they're doing the right thing? I mean, everything collapses around them, but that's not a sign that something's a little wrong. To kill another human being means you want an enemy. You want somebody to kill you. It's almost as if these elites are committing suicide. It's like those somebody that wants to die but won't kill themselves. They'll put themselves in front of a police and hold a gun as if they're going to shoot the police, so the police have to shoot the guy down and kill him to protect themselves. What do they call it? Suicide by cop. This is the elite suicide by global population. They have a death wish. They may appear like they want to kill everybody else, but they're just trying to get everybody else as pissed off at them as possible so that we'll kill them. And is that an answer? I am reading out of this Holodynamics. I am trying to introduce the concept that the ones that appear to be having the mental illness is the end result of sustained cultures and beliefs that look at it as, you got a headache. Somebody's hitting you over the head with a hammer, causing you to have a headache. Society is doing something. They're the hammers that are beating the crap out of these elites, giving them a headache. So it's like the elites can tell the global population, stop hitting me over the head with a hammer and I'll be fine, but we won't listen to that. We want to constantly hit somebody over the head, continue our bad behaviors socially, and think somehow that's going to cure them. And it's us that has to cure ourselves. We are following their lead. We are doing everything they want us to do instead of doing things we want to do. If we change the way we socially get along with each other, socially support each other instead of taking advantage of each other, then you'll see that behavior completely go away. Because we're having control over our lives and not letting other people control your life. It's a really, really wild concept, but shouldn't we be really looking at concepts that are really wild? Because the more wilder they are, the more out of the box it is. And don't we need to get out of this box that we're trapped into? It's not about getting pissed off about these elites and Obama and all of this shit. They're just letting us know day in and day out how they don't have any answers. But they want us to believe that they have answers. So it's time for us to reorganize, regroup, change our focus. Don't look at anybody going to save you. Save yourself. And it starts with, save your families. It's all been designed to split families up. So you need to, start working out at fixing your own family dynamics. Then fixing your community and getting community to actually support you. The way we do it now, I have one example that's such a con. But just because of my experience, I've offered to volunteer at a women's shelter as long as I tell women the truth, because I was lied to. And I was specifically told that I can't tell women the truth because they'll lose their funding. Who funds it? The corporate world. So even how we help out community is completely wrong. When you actually are helping community flourishes. Right now, the way we do it, you give food to a food bank. Eventually, everybody is going to need food if we do it that way. Even the people that donate food eventually won't have food to give, and they'll be in the lineups too, because they haven't gotten rid of the reason why we need food at a food bank. All of the ways that we support community has never ever supported community. You have homeless, you have people living in poverty, and any assistance, any non-profit, any of these offices that are claiming to help aren't helping. Otherwise, why do we still see poverty? Why is poverty increasing? Because the ideas we have that are solutions aren't solutions at all. They're band-aids so that we can just, oh, I did something nice. I gave food to a food bank. I'm a good person. I'm doing something good for my community. No, you're not. You just supported your community to one day collapse because you don't have a completely different mindset. Generally, those that have enough food to give to a food bank, how are they earning their money? Are they part of the corporate structure? That's one of the biggest jokes I see is most people that are really wealthy, they all get involved in nonprofits. They all love to wear their fancy dresses and raise a lot of money that they donate. What do they donate to? The very problems that they are suffering from, because they're tied to it. And it's like, can you not connect the dots as to why you're tied to the health reasons you're trying to support? Or a lot of people that get cancer, put a lot of money into cancer research. They have zero interest in looking at the causes of their cancer, which the causes of their cancer is the cancer research, because they know the cure to cancer. Hell, they even admit 50% of all cancers can be prevented. So why aren't they putting all of their funding into preventing cancer? Why? Because you can't legally shut down a corporate world that's creating cancer through the pollution that they put in your community. I don't know. It is a really, really wild concept that when you see, these elites acting so friggin' insane, they're acting perfectly normal considering our social structures. They're doing what we want them to do. We want somebody to tell us what to do. We want a leader that's guiding us, and then when they guide us, we bitch and complain about it. And it's like, why can't you be your own guide? Why can't you be your own government? Why do you need somebody to tell you what to do? You want to put that much pressure on a group of people to solve your problems? Well, don't complain when they come up with a solution that they think will solve your problem, but it's not a solution. Maybe a temporary fix, but it's just always going to be a band-aid until you take responsibility and accountability for your own life. You be your leader, and you come up with your solutions that work for you. There are ways. Every problem is driven by the potential solution. Every solution that is in process of unfolding appears like a problem until the solution actually unfolds. So I'm kind of like loving what's going on right now, because there's a lot of things wrong and we're only in the process of unfolding a solution. And it's going to be painful because we're making a lot of changes, and change is never a comfortable thing. But watching all these protests, don't be supporting your scientists that are building more technology, because these police are not going to just have guns. They're going to have flying robots that will shoot you. And eventually those flying robots that are going to shoot you are going to shoot the elite too. They're going to shoot the police. You get technology controlling the planet, and it's designed to kill the planet. It will kill the planet. So I'm kind of down on scientists these days. They don't seem to get it right, neither do the elites. But then neither are any of us. When are we going to wake up? Peace out.